Take a deep breath and let yourself settle into stillness. Feel the rise and fall of your breath, gently carrying you into a space of peace. Today, we remember the power of forgiveness, not as a burden, not as an obligation, but as a gift given not just to others, but to ourselves. Forgiveness is not about excusing behavior, nor is it about denying what seems to have happened. It is about recognizing that nothing real has been threatened, that what we hold against another, we hold against ourselves. And in releasing them, we release our own heart from the chains of illusion. God does not forgive because He has never condemned. In His love, there is no judgment, no sin, no debt to pay, only the unchanging truth that we remain as He created us. Fear condemns. Love forgives. Forgiveness is the bridge that returns us to love. It is the way illusions disappear. It is the undoing of what never truly was. And so today, we choose forgiveness. Not because the world tells us to, but because our heart longs to be free. We hold no one outside the circle of love. Close your eyes now and bring to mind those you have not fully forgiven. It does not matter how much or how little. True forgiveness is whole and complete. Say silently, God is the love in which I forgive you. Feel the weight lift. One by one, release them. And then, finally, turn inward and say, God is the love in which I forgive myself. You have already been forgiven. You are already free. Now, rest in this truth. Let the love of God fill the space where judgment once was. There is no need to attack because love has forgiven you. There is no fear because love is your home. There is no guilt because you were created holy, whole, and free. You are safe. You are loved. You are forgiven. And so it is. And now, with an open heart, let us enter into today's lesson.
Lesson 46. God is the love in which I forgive. God does not forgive because He has never condemned. And there must be condemnation before forgiveness is necessary. Forgiveness is the great need of this world, but that is because it is a world of illusions. Those who forgive are thus releasing themselves from illusions, while those who withhold forgiveness are binding themselves to them. As you condemn only yourself, so do you forgive only yourself. Yet although God does not forgive, His love is nevertheless the basis of forgiveness. Fear condemns, and love forgives. Forgiveness thus undoes what fear has produced, returning the mind to the awareness of God. For this reason, forgiveness can truly be called salvation. It is the means by which illusions disappear. Today's exercises require at least 3 full 5-minute practice periods, and as many shorter ones as possible. Begin the longer practice periods by repeating today's idea to yourself as usual. Close your eyes as you do so, and spend a minute or two searching your mind for those whom you have not forgiven. It does not matter how much you have not forgiven them. You have forgiven them entirely or not at all. If you are doing the exercises well, you should have no difficulty in finding a number of people you have not forgiven. It is a safe rule that anyone you do not like is a suitable subject. Mention each one by name and say, God is the love in which I forgive you. Then say the person's name. The purpose of the first phase of today's practice periods is to put you in a position to forgive yourself. After you have applied the idea to all those who have come to mind, tell yourself, God is the love in which I forgive myself. Then devote the remainder of the practice period to adding related ideas such as, God is the love with which I love myself. God is the love in which I am blessed. The form of the application may vary considerably, but the central idea should not be lost sight of. You might say, for example, I cannot be guilty because I am a creation of God. I have already been forgiven. No fear is possible in a mind beloved of God. There is no need to attack because love has forgiven me. The practice period should end, however, with a repetition of today's idea as originally stated. God is the love in which I forgive. The shorter practice periods may consist either of a repetition of the idea for today in the original or in a related form, as you prefer. Be sure, however, to make more specific applications if they are needed. They will be needed at any time during the day when you become aware of any kind of negative reaction to anyone, present or not. In that event, tell them silently, "God is the love in which I forgive you." This concludes today's lesson. Take this truth into your heart and let it guide your day in peace.